From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision News for November 7th, 2016. I'm Rachel Wilkerson.
And I'm Jordan Elston. Thank you for joining us this evening. Troy University's new home for the arts was officially dedicated Friday evening with a ceremony filled with performances showcasing the arts at Troy. Ryan Renfro gives us a look at the celebration.
I want you to put your hands together.
For 26 years, kudzu seemed to cover the edges of her house.
All you could do was walk up to the edge because there was no penetrating it.
But what was once a ravine masked in kudzu has now been introduced as Troy University's Cultural Arts Park.
When I looked at that crowd, and almost everybody I looked at has an investment in this or will be someone that will be invested in this and use this, and it means so much.
And that crowd consists of Troy faculty and students, both in the audience and on the stage.
You never know how many people are going to show up, and what was really nice is there was a really nice selection of people that showed, so it was a real honor to all of us.
I'm so proud of all of our musicians, dancers, those who sing, just the entire university family, and for all of us to work together to make something like this become reality is just a great feeling.
And Hawkins says it's the efforts of that Troy University family that has transformed this kudzu-covered ravine into a beautiful park. Ryan Renfro, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The International Arts Center is located in what was formerly Stewart Dining Hall on campus. The Terracotta Warrior Display and Amphitheater are part of the new Janice Hawkins Cultural Arts Park located behind the center.
The future of Troy University was on campus Saturday morning as high school seniors visited Troy as a part of the Trojan Day activities. Justin Walker has the story.
High school seniors and transfer students gathered in Trojan Arena on Saturday for Trojan Day, a day held each semester that is used to showcase the many opportunities Troy has to offer. As soon as they sign in, high school students are given a shaker and a bag containing tickets to Troy's football game held later today.
Okay, today is Trojan Day here at Troy, and we invite prospective students and transfer students to come tour. It's really exciting though because there's so many people here, and after their tour they'll get to have lunch and then go to a Troy football game, so that's really cool for them.
Sign-in began at 9 a.m. and the visiting students were able to walk around Trojan Arena to interact with the many organizations, clubs, and fraternities and sororities represented. Lynn shared her thoughts on why it is important for Troy University to make an impact on these future students and what she hoped they saw while on campus.
I think what's so important about it is it really adds excitement. It makes it kind of feel like home. Until then, Troy is just kind of a place. A lot of people have never even visited the campus, and so it's hard for them to really imagine what it's like. But once they're here, they see the excitement, they see how homey it can feel, how Southern hospitality is everywhere at Troy, and so they really fall in love with it. And being able to be with so many different people here at the same time, it kind of really makes the enthusiasm a lot higher than just a tour on a regular day.
And Trojan Day was highlighted by the appearance of Troy Chancellor Jack Hawkins, who declared that he wanted these prospective students to make Troy University their future home.
We are blessed by your presence. I wish you well in whatever you choose to do, but I want you here for your college experience. God bless you. Thank you.
Justin Walker, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Admission holds 2 Trojan Days a year, one in the fall and one in the spring.
Troy University's concert chorale spent their Sunday afternoon in church singing some spiritual songs, but it wasn't part of a traditional Sunday service. Faith Rosenwald explains.
The pews of Bush Memorial Baptist Church were quickly filled as family and friends gathered for the Songs of Devotion concert. Troy University's concert chorale joined with the St. Andrews High School Choir to put on a performance that featured various spiritual songs. Approximately 100 auditioned voices were featured, and members of both ensembles have been practicing since the start of school. Troy University ensemble member says the piece, My Eternal King, was her favorite.
It was one that humbled me every single time we rehearsed it, not because of the musical content, but the lyrical content that spoke very much into my own personal being.
A moving performance delivered by these two choirs left the audience in awe. Mixon encourages other students with an interest in choir to get involved.
Well, this choir is an audition specifically audition choir, and we hold auditions towards the end of every semester. We've already had them for this semester going into next spring, but at the end of spring, if you want to be involved with concert chorale, then you can talk to Dr. Orlovsky in the choral music office in Long Hall.
Not only did students give the gift of music on Sunday afternoon, but during the program, Troy University also granted the Troy Music Study Club with an award to acknowledge their dedication and support of the chorale. Audience members left with uplifted spirits after a joyous concert performed by Troy University's Concert Chorale and the St. Andrews High School Choir. Faith Rosenwald, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next performance from the School of Music will be a symphony band concert this Sunday at 3 in the Claudia Crosby Theater. Troy University's International Week activities wrapped up with a little athletic activity.
Students demonstrated a sport that is popular around the world but not that well known in the U.S. Antonio Reese has the story.
Troy's cricket team demonstrated on Friday how to play the game of cricket. There's always been a comparison between baseball and cricket. However, both are completely different.
Cricket is basically same like baseball, but we have some different rules. Like in baseball, you hit the ball and you take runs, and like in cricket it's same. But we have overs in cricket. Like in baseball, you play and then you change, you rotate. But in cricket, you have only one chance. Like once the team bats, then other team bats, and that's the final of the game.
From an American perspective, International Student Advisor Justin Lampley seemed pleased with trying out the sport.
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, a lot of action. It's kind of it's a little bit faster, I think, than baseball. It's more continuous, so it was fun.
For those interested in playing the sport, student Ish Tiak tells where one can come out and play.
We actually, Troy students, every weekend we plan to play cricket here at the recreation center, and a lot of students show up. We play almost every weekend.
Getting caught up in the sport, I figured I had to try it out for myself. Antonio Reese, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Students looking to learn more about some of the international homes of Troy students can attend either ISCO or T for Troy meetings held on alternating weeks on Thursdays at 7 p.m. in Hall Hall.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Good evening, Trojan fans. Let's kick things off by heading out to the gridiron. The Trojan football team kept up its winning ways, handing head coach Neil Brown's alma mater UMass a loss on Saturday. Jamal Kennedy has the highlights.
The Trojans rolled on after an impressive 52-31 victory Saturday at Veterans Memorial Stadium against UMass.
Good team win, 7-1. Still 4-0 in the conference, but 7-1, and finishing up our non-conference slate 3-1 with a close loss to Clemson. So probably about as good as we could expect at this point in our season.
And the Minutemen seemed to live up to their name, scoring 2 touchdowns less than 3 minutes into the game. But the Trojan defense stood tall, giving up only 44 rushing yards and 17 points for the remainder of the contest.
Well, we've done it all year, and that's something that we take pride in. That's always.
We feel like nobody can stop us up front or just the front seven. Nobody can run the ball on us, and we've proven that all year long, and that's just how we feel.
A lot of credit to our inside guys. Our D tackles have done a nice job with that, and we've done a really good job at safety fitting the run.
One freshman wideout would prove to be a big target on the day, someone Coach Brown thinks has the potential to be a star in this league.
They were just giving us the short pass, and we just kind of nickel and dimed it down the field, and they just kept giving it to us. So Coach kept calling the plays, and it just kept working for us.
He's a guy I got a lot of confidence in. He's going to be really a big-time player here, and he's going to continue to make plays this season, and then down the road, he's got a chance to be an all-conference type player.
Missed some time for us, but he's got good hands, and he's probably got the best hands on the team actually. He don't drop anything really. Ever. I don't think, maybe one ball I've seen him drop. So he's got some good hands, and he got open today, and I hit him for him.
The Trojans fell behind early on in the first quarter, 14-0, something that they did also against South Alabama. But Coach Brown says he teaches adversity, and overcoming it is what his team has done the last 2 weeks.
When you get into your off-season program, whether it's winter, spring ball, summer, you talk about situations. We went into the mode that I call here we go again. Well, here we go again. Oh, we turn the ball over. Big play, here we go again. I think the growth of our program, the maturity of our program is showing we've come a long way.
And Coach Brown says the best way to not pay attention to all the top 25 talk is to keep winning. Jamal Kennedy, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.
The Trojans return to conference play this Saturday, taking on one of the only other undefeated teams in the Sun Belt Conference, as they will play Appalachian State. Kickoff for that game is set for 2:30 in the Vet. Now let's head from the football field to the tennis courts out in Jacksonville, Florida, where the Troy women's tennis team competed in the UNF Invite, the Trojans' final tournament of the fall season. And it was a tough day for the Trojans in singles play, as Nancy Karaki pulled out the only win for the Trojans. And in doubles, Karaki earned another win, this time alongside teammate Alicia Rodriguez against a duo from North Florida. And with the women's tennis team in action down in Florida, the men's tennis team also took the court in Birmingham at the CCB Collegiate Invitational. And for the second weekend in a row, the Trojans took home a singles draw. Senior Pablo Marina led the fight for the Trojans with one win on Friday, 2 3-set victories on Saturday, and a championship victory against UAB's Christian Coetzee on Sunday. The men's tennis team will compete in the Wake Forest Invite on Friday, and the women's team will begin its 2017 season on January 21st against Virginia Tech. The Trojan volleyball team picked up a win on the road on Sunday as the Trojans draw close to the end of the regular season. The Troy volleyball team defeated ULM in 3 sets on Sunday afternoon at Fant Ewing Coliseum. It was the first time the Trojans had defeated a team in 3 sets since September 2nd, when they defeated Southern 3-0. Belle Wadrup had her second consecutive double-digit kill match as she had 11 on the day, which led the team. And Leah Causey picked up 10 kills and had a team-high .500 hitting percentage. Troy concludes the regular season on Friday and Sunday as they travel to Coastal Carolina on Friday at 5 p.m. and to Central and Appalachian State on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time.